Today I will discuss chapter 4 in corporate finance. I'm Aisha Ashraf, assistant professor, School of Business from Asian University of Bangladesh. Today's topic is net present value and other capital budgeting techniques. The discussion topics will be one period case, multi-period case, compounding periods, simplifications. Here is the example of one period case. One period case means that the number of year would be 1. If you were to invest $10,000 at a 5% interest rate for 1 year, your investment would grow to $10,500. So 500 would be interest, $10,000 into 0.05, and 10,000 is the principal payment. That means that is the present value, and 10,500 will be the future value. So we will get the future value is the end of the investment. So if we'll get FV equal to present value into 1 plus r to the power n. Here the number of period is 1. So 1 plus here the future value will be 10,500 and the present value is 10,000 into 1 plus r, 1 plus 0.05 to the power of 1. Here is the formula for getting FV. So FV equal to C0. C0 means present value that invested in 0 period into 1 plus r to the power t. T means number of period and the r means rate of interest rate. So here is the example. If you were to be promised $10,000 due in 1 year when interest rate are at 5%, so your investment would be worth $9,000, 523.81 in today's dollar. So here is the calculating present value. So 10,000 is the future value that go to the upper side, and after that we deducting the future value by 1 plus r to the power 1. So 1 plus r to the power 1 equal to 1.05 to the power of 1. So we'll get the present value 9,523.81. The amount that a borrower would need to set aside today is to able to meet the promised payment of 10,000 in 1 year is called the present value of 10,000. So in one period case, the formula for present value can be written as present value equal to C1. C1 means future value that will be gotten in future divided by 1 plus r to the power t or n. So where C1 is the cash flows at date 1, 1 means in future, and r is the appropriate interest rate. The net present value of an investment is the present value of the expected cash flows less the cost of the investment. So actually we can say that NPV equal to minus outflow plus total present value of cash inflows. So here is an example. Suppose an investment that promises to pay $10,000 in 1 year is offered for sale for $9,500. Your interest rate is 5%. Should you buy? So what will be gotten? Here the NPV equal to outflow is 9,500 or investment value is 9,500. So that is denoted by minus plus. We can calculate the present value of cash inflows equal to future value divided by 1 plus r to the power n. So here is the future value is 10,000 is the inflows divided by 1 plus r to the power n. So we got the present value of cash inflows is 9,523 and the invested value or outflow is 9,500. So the NPV is 23.81. That is positive value. If NPV value is positive or 0, then the project or investment will be accepted. If the NPV value is negative, then the project will be rejected. In the one period case, the formula for NPV can be written as, so we know that net present value equal to minus cost plus present value of cash inflows. That I have already said. So the general formula for future value of an investment over many periods can be written as FV equal to C0 means present value into 1 plus R to the power T. So where C0 is the cash flows at date 0, R is the appropriate interest rate, and T is the number of periods. Suppose that J. Ritter invested in the initial public offering of the Modigliani company. Modigliani company pays a current dividend of $1.10, which is expected to grow at 40% per year for the next 5 years. So what is the present value here? The present value is $1.10, and here the present value is $1.10, and the R is 40%, and the number or N is 5 years. So what will be the dividend after 5 years later? So we have to find out future value. So future value equal to C0 into 1 plus R to the power T. Here the future value is, we have put it the present value R and T, and then we get the future value. So the present value is $1.10 into 1 plus R to the power T, R to the power T. So 1 plus R is 0.40 to the power of 5. So we have gotten the future value, or FB, is 5.92. Notice that the dividend in 5 year, $5.92, is considerably higher than the sum of the original dividend plus 5 increases of 40% in the original 1.10 dividend. This is because of compounding. Because here we have using the formula is future value equal to present value into 1 plus R to the power N. That means we have gotten the interest on interest. So that is compounded. So that value is increasing. Here we can show how the value is increasing. In 0 period, it is started $1.10, and in first period, it grows to 1.10 into 1 plus R to the power 1. So in first year, we have gotten the interest on interest, and it is for only for 1 year. And in second year, it will be present value into 1 plus R to the power 2. So the number here is 2. So the value is increasing. So the value is compounding. Okay. So after 5 years later, present value 1.10 goes to $5.92 at the rate of 14% interest rate. So how much would an investor have to set aside today in order to have $20,000 5 years from now if the current rate is 15%? So you have to find out the present value. So the present value formula, we have already know that present value equal to future value divided by 1 plus R to the power N. So here is the future value is 20,000 that goes to upper side and divided by 1 plus R to the power N 5. So we have gotten present value is 9,943.53. So if we deposit $5,000 today in an account paying 10%, how long does it takes to grow to $10,000? So you have to find out the number of years. Here is the formula. So we have put it the all values in the formula of future value. So future value equal to C0 into 1 plus R to the power T. So the non-value have been put it in this formula. In future value, we have put it 10,000 equal to present value is 5,000 into 1 plus r to the power t. We do not know that t. So by ln, we have gotten t is 7.27 years. And how can we find out the rate of interest rate, or R? Here is the example. Assuming the total cost of college education will be $50,000 when your child enters college in 12 years. So you have $5,000 to invest today. What rate of interest rate must you earn on your investment to cover the cost of your child's education? So you have already present value, future value, and number of years. You do not have R or rate of interest rate. So you have to find out the rate of interest rate. So here we have here we are putting our all values in future value formula. FV equal to C0 into 1 plus R to the power T. So future value is 50,000 equal to C0, or present value is 5,000 into 1 plus R to the power T. So by putting the all formula and calculating that, we have gotten R is 0.2115. That means 21.15%. Compounding periods. So what is compounding? When the present value is converted into future value, then that is called compounding. Compounding an investment M times a year for T years provided for future value of wealth. That means if there is compounded more than one, then we will get the multi-period compounding. And so multi-period compounding is denoted by M. So FV equal to C0 into 1 plus R by M to the power M into T. For example, if you invest $50 for 3 years at 12% compounded semi-annually, your investment will grow to FV equal to $50. 50 is present value into 1 plus, here the R is 0.12. So here the R is 0.12, and that is compounded semi-annually. If the value is compounded semi-annually, then the multiplied compounding will be 2 times in a year. So the formula is 1 plus R by M. So here is the R is 0.12, and that is 2 times in a year. So M equal to 2. So we divided R divided by 2 to the power of 2 into 3. So we have gotten the future value is 70.93. So if the compounding periods is semi-annually, then M equal to 2. If the compounding periods is quarterly, then M equal to 4. That means we will get interest 4 times in a year. And if the compounding periods is monthly, then M equal to 12. And if the compounding periods is weekly, then M equal to 52. And if the compounded is daily, then M equal to 365. Now we are using effective annual interest rate. Why we are using effective annual interest rate? Because effective annual interest rate consider all types of compounding, so that its value is more greater than the annual interest rate. So the effective annual interest rate is the annual rate that gives us the same at the end of year wealth after 3 years. Now, find the effective annual interest rate of 18% 18% interest rate that is compounded monthly. What we have is a loan with a monthly interest rate of 1.5%. So this is equivalent to a loan with an annual interest rate is 19.56%. So the formula is using 1 plus R by M to the power N into M. So there is 1 plus R is 0.18 divided by M is that is monthly. So we are using m equal to 12 to the power of 12. So we have gotten the equivalent effective annual rate is 1.195. So here is the EAR on a financial calculator. We do not need to understand that. So now we are going to continuous compounding. So the future value of an investment compounded continuously over many periods, and the formula is changed. What is the formula? If V equal to C0 into e to the power RT, where C0 is the cash flows at date 0, R is the stated annual interest rate, and T is the number of periods. And E is constant, and that equal to 2.718 value. Now there are many applications. Number one is perpetuity, a constant stream of cash flows that lasts forever, that is called perpetuity. And what is growing perpetuity? A stream of cash flows that grows at a constant rate forever. And what is annuity? A stream of constant cash flows that last for a fixed number of years. And the growing annuity is a stream of cash flows that grows at a constant rate for a fixed number of years. So now we are going to perpetuity. Now we are going to discuss perpetuity. So perpetuity means a constant stream of cash flows without end. So we cannot find out the future value because we do not know the number of years. We only can find out the present value. Here we can use the formula is present value equal to C. C means the constant stream of cash flows that is fixed. So we denote the C is coupon. C divided by 1 plus R to the power 1 plus C divided by 1 plus R to the power 2 plus C divided by 1 plus R to the power 3. So that is goes on. So the main formula is used to calculate perpetuity is present value equal to C divided by R, where C means coupon that is fixed and R is rate of interest rate. Here is the example. There is no investment in our Bangladesh where the cash inflows are perpetuity type. Only a British bond issues that is called console. That's return is perpetuity. So that's return say C or coupon that is fixed. What is the value of a British console that promises to pay pound 15 each year, every year until the sun turns into a red giant and burns the planet to a crisp? And the interest rate is 10%. So what is the present value? So present value equal to C divided by R. Here C is the coupon, which is fixed, which is pound 15, and the R bar rate of interest rate is 10%, so 0.10. So we have gotten the present value is pound 150. Simply think that an investor whose return is fixed, is he or she definitely hold the console for lifetime because the return is fixed? If he get the return in 1972, the same return, and in 2020, the return is also the same. So is it feasible for him or her to hold this bond? For that reason, there is growth rate, and interest rate fluctuate depend on risk. So what is growing perpetuity? A growing perpetuity means where the cash flows grow in a perpetuity. So what will be the present value here when we use growing perpetuity? Then the formula will be present value equal to C divided by R minus G. C means coupon and R means interest rate and Z means growth rate. So here is the example of growing perpetuity. The expected dividend next year is $1.30 and dividend are expected to grow 5% forever. If the discount rate is 10%, then what is the value of this promised dividend stream? So here is the formula. Present value equal to C, that is coupon, that is fixed for all time, is $1.30 divided R is 0.10 minus growth rate is 0.05. So we have gotten the present value is $26. So that's all for me. Thank you so much.